Hello everybody, my name is Stardust0123 and welcome back to the Sinking Ship Simulator version 1.24-ish, whatever version you really want to call it. Now, the first thing I'd like to say before I begin talking about the new ships introduced into this video is sorry for the wait. I know you guys were getting a little bit freaked out over the distance between the videos, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this done now, and so, like, nobody's gonna, like, scream or something. I'd also like to say I'm gonna be gone next week, so there's gonna be a whole nother stuff about that, so, that'll come at a later date. Now, during this video, if you hear any loud sounds, like da-da-da-da-da-da, or if you hear, maybe loud booming noises or something, that is because I live in southern Wisconsin, and during the summer, it just tends to rain and storm a lot. So today, we have some awesome ships to show you, and here is the first one. It is called the USS Bismarck. Now, you're probably thinking something strange is going on right now, and you aren't wrong. There was a very funny story about how this ship got designed. Hold on, let me turn on the buoyancy and the strength so everything on the ship doesn't rip apart like it normally does in this game. There's a very interesting story behind this. So, a lot of you were recommending me to build the Bismarck, and I was like, okay, I'll build a Bismarck. And so I didn't really do too much research into my naval vessels because that's not really kind of the stuff I look at on a general basis. I just build the ships, like to sink them. I play the game. I don't do the research. Well, I mean, sometimes I do a little bit of research just to know what I'm talking about. But in this case, I didn't apparently do enough, because when I showed this to Canada Goose, he was like, this is not the Bismarck. And I'm like, yes, it is. And I Googled it. USS Bismarck, Casablanca class. It's an escort carrier. Hold airplanes. Yeah, so I guess this fulfills the needs of building an aircraft carrier for you guys. Let's start puncturing the holes like mad so we can get some of this action on and watch the ship sink. I mean, what else did you come here for? Not maybe to hear my voice, but watching the ship sink is what I do this for. It's pretty fun and amazing. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I realized that I had built the wrong ship, and since I live in America, I assumed it was the United States ship you guys were talking about. And this thing carried a bit of firepower, actually, on it. It had a lot of anti-aircraft weapons. It had some planes, you know, bombing capabilities. It was a pretty, standard ship. Not really standard, it was just kind of a ship, on my standards. So I was like, okay, I looked up a blueprint, I designed it, I built it. And this is what it turned out. I actually started designing windows. Yes, I've never actually built a ship with windows before, but I decided to take a little journey into what window building would be like. There's lifeboats also aboard this, and I'm doing a more traditional design of red bottom and then like a white top. For some reason, that's just how blueprints are drawn, and that's how I'll follow them, I guess. So yes, if you notice, I have put a whole ton of structural or airtight compartments here at the bottom. And this is supposed to stop the ship from fully sinking. It sometimes does. Sometimes it doesn't, though. Yeah, I had the strength on a bit too high there. Starting to get a little bit stressed out in this area, I can tell, as the ship leans back. So, anyway, I know you guys wouldn't be happy if I didn't build the Bismarck you guys were talking about. So, I also designed the Bismarck, the German ship. Yes, and we'll go over that one next. Both of these ships will also be put into the ship pack. Actually, if you download the ship pack before this episode comes out, so maybe the night of June 19th, you'll actually notice that these new ships will be in there, and you'll be like, where did these come from? Yeah, this is in the video for right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Then, aircraft stuff. Ooh, look at that lightning. It's very pretty. The deck of the aircraft carrier is ripping apart into multiple pieces. This area here is filling up with water. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. Look at the water, it's filling up. It's just so awesome. There's the back of the ship. I did a different design with the back. I think it looks pretty interesting. This is a little turret here for, where the turret is supposed to, like, anti-aircraft stuff is supposed to go. If you play Battlefield, you might actually know that they put anti-aircraft stuff at the end of aircraft carriers. That's where I learned it at. I also learned it for the blueprint for that ship. Yeah, the main area is now going under the water, and the lifeboats are looking a little bit shredded at this point. That one's not usable, that one's submerged, that one's not usable. That one's pretty steep of an angle to deploy. That would be okay. Maybe these two would be okay. These two are question marks. These two are... No, I think there was a third one. It's gone now. So yeah, the airtight compartments are supposed to keep the ship above water. What they're really good at, though, is just not filling up with water and not really doing anything else than that. So yeah, it's really amazing to see how just a couple holes on the end of the ship literally sink the whole thing. I have a feeling that it's different than real life. This ship really could use an engine update, as I've said previously. If you're a developer, like an indie developer or something, this game is open source. I would love it if you could come and start working on the game. I think Rasico is also doing some sort of charity fundraiser, but I'm not going to support that at this time. So we'll raise the ocean depth. No, I'm not going to blast it into orbit yet. Though that is a very fun thing to do. I don't know why you guys don't like it. I think it's awesome. Yeah, these compartments were supposed to keep the water out. Don't work very well because of the very strange physics of this game where water, like, I can't even explain to you what it's doing, but I think that there could be some seriously refined stuff going on with this, and it could be much improved, especially with the rigidity factor of keeping the boat straight. It's always been a problem. I mean, a little bit bendy is, like, normal for a ship. Like, this is almost an acceptable amount of bending. I mean, when a ship is sinking, you do expect it to bend, because it's metal. It bends a little bit, but it doesn't bend at, like, 90-degree angles. That's ridiculous. This is looking fancy-dancy, though. It is not really filling up anymore because there's no more holes in the deck that were punctured upon the sinkage, but I have a feeling if I turn the buoyancy up to 10, something strange will happen. And, yeah, okay, yeah, I was correct. Buoyancy up to 10, and something strange did happen. Wow, that actually doesn't happen often when I say stuff's gonna happen. It never seems to actually happen for me. Let's just puncture all of these for funsies. Okay. Yes, I say that word, funsies. It is a nice word. If you didn't know right now, there's also the Steam Summer Sale going on. It's an amazing thing. You guys should all go check it out if you like spending your money on games. Or if you just like spending money for no reasons in particular. Money's fun to spend. That's one thing I can tell you about life. Okay, let's stop talking about money and let's start talking about ships again. So yes, this is a Casablanca class escort carrier. It was sunk. I'm not sure when. I'm not actually sure when it was built, but I'm pretty sure it was a while ago. It looks awesome. And yeah, so that's about that. The ship is sort of crumbling under its own weight here. That tends to happen with ships. This one is flipping over. It's pulling a Poseidon right now. That happens to ships every once in a while. Usually, if they pull a Poseidon, they don't stay afloat for too long. That's always nice to see the bottom of a ship up in the air. Oh, that was some pretty lightning. I think I've said that twice now. So yeah, we'll just put this thing out of its misery, basically, because this is kind of embarrassing to watch a ship like that kind of stay up in the air. Look at it go down. The Bismarck. The USS Bismarck, mind you, not the German one, the Nazi one. That's a totally different ship. Never want to get into that again. Next time, oh, something is happening on Steam right now. I'm sorry if you just heard that. I have no idea what that is. Apparently somebody was recording a video. Please don't chat. Okay, that's not. Oh no, he's typing a new message. Oh no, guys. Oh no, he's typing a new message. Okay, okay, we're just gonna have to deal with that for a moment. Yep, and the last of the ship goes under the water. So yes, hooray for this ship. It is now sunk, and now I can do my favorite thing and blast it into the atmosphere. That was so fulfilling. That was so satisfying for me. I don't know about you guys, but I just love doing that. Look at the whole ship just noodlified and just sprayed into the air. Okay, let's not spend too much time on that because I know you guys kind of don't like it when I do that. So, okay, let's look at the next ship. This is the DNB Bismarck, and the DNB stands for definitely not definitely a Nazi battleship. Definitely a Nazi battleship. Oh, crap, strength. Oh, hold on, let me reload that quickly. I kind of let it rip apart a little bit. Yes, I built this, and it is based off of a blueprint of the ship I found on the internet. It looks okay. The towers, the support towers, I didn't really figure out a good way to keep them looking okay and support at the same time, so they kind of just rip off of the ship. I do want to tell you, the ship is ridiculously heavy, especially around these turrets, because these are made of pure hull, because I assume they would be ridiculously heavy on a ship of this caliber. So if you notice some weird swinging of effects with this ship, that is because it is the design of a battleship doesn't work insanely well in this game, and so it bends like a lot. Yeah. So I think that I did a good job redesigning the ship. I think that I definitely should have worked for the Nazis at the time and designed their battleships, because look at this, it's just stunning. Look at these turrets, they like bow a little bit. Well, that's fine, that happens to all ships. We have these radar looking things. I'm not sure what they are. You guys can probably actually tell me what they are, because I have a feeling some of you know a lot more about ships than I actually do. We'll turn the buoyancy down a little bit. See, the buoyancy right now was on 10, and that's how I kept the ship. Like, it was. This is 7, and the ship I showed you previously, the USS Bismarck, can float on a buoyancy level of 4. Now, if you look on this one, on a buoyancy level of 4, it almost gets so low in the water that you could almost call it sinking. So I think like a 5 or 6 is like a more respectable level that the ship should actually be on. So yes, let's talking and more ship smashing. Oh, there's a whole breach on the front, Captain. Oh no, it's so bad. Okay, I have a feeling this could turn into some serious roleplay action here if I really decided it should become that. I have just realized how much I talk without actually remembering half of the things I say until I watch the video again. Like, I can just say stuff, and, like, to me, it sounds absolutely like nothing, but in post, I guess it sounds fine, because I guess I get on my rambly voice, and when I get into my more kind of, what do they call it? It's when you stutter. If my more stuttery voice, that's when I'm, like, feel like I'm actually thinking about this stuff, because I just kind of can't really, like, compose what I'm trying to say. But, you know, when I don't think about it, I just kind of say whatever. So look at this ship. It is just going under the water. The front of it has sunk in. The back of it is still leaning down because of the amazing physics of this game. And the water is rushing back past the watertight compartments, which are supposed to be watertight and aren't actually watertight for reasons that are pretty much known to me. I mean, it's watertight up there. Water is doing its magical thing of not pouring in through open doors on the... Oh, that just ripped tore right there. The strength is on 10. I'd probably turn it down to like 7 or something. It's more realistic, I guess. Because, you know, ships don't necessarily always have a strength of 10. Like this bending here, this is ridiculous. There is no way in heck that a ship could bend like that. I mean, no. I refuse to believe that that is a physical possibility. This cannot be leaning downwards at, like, a lower angle. Well, this is, like, way down like that. This thing is making, like, a huge arc. No, ships can't bend like that. That's ridiculous. That is just talk of, like, witchcraft and stuff. Though it is holding up surprisingly, surprisingly not well. If I feel like I would have filled in this little section right here, the ship might have more of a chance of survival, but I don't think that's going to happen. So yeah, like I said, you can get the ship pack. That'll be in the description, because we always like doing our stuff with ship packs here. The ship pack is probably one of the... Ooh. Did you guys hear that? I have to watch that in post just to see if you guys heard it. It sounded amazing to me. I kind of like thunder and lightning. I used to be, like, deeply scared of them. I remember, like, trying to, like, hide under my covers at night of like, the lightning and the thunder. But now I just kind of, like... I like it when I wake up, when it's lightning and stuff out, because I can look out my windows and I just see this constant flashing, and for some reason it's very soothing to me. I know it sounds kind of scary, but I don't know. I just kind of like it. It's nice. Oh no, the ocean depth is already, like, turned way down, so I guess we're, like, some sort of Pacific. I know there was some sort of argument on, like, the main video about, how deep down the Titanic was. Of course, you guys, like, say a whole ton of different stuff. You know, that kind of happens. This is YouTube. Not the most reliable source of facts out there. I trust Wikipedia more than I trust YouTube. Unless it's from, like, a more reliable source, I guess, like Vsauce or, something like that. I guess we kind of take those people for granted. Like, they'll propose information for... like, they do give information. Michael from Vsauce does post information about where he gets his facts and stuff at. I don't know. Sometimes I think we have to take these research papers for granted and just kind of hope that they're actually telling the truth. Because is there really a way you could tell, besides, like, being in the research thing yourself? I don't know. That'd be something interesting. This ship, I mean, look at that. What kind of angle is that bending at there? Somebody get out a protractor. Do I have one? No, I don't. If I had a protractor, I'd pull it out right now and tell you that that is bending at, like, maybe like a 70-degree angle? I could be right. One of you probably have a protractor on you. Wow, the way the ship is actually ripping apart is very satisfying. Oh, no. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's not, oh no. If a ship does that, it's gone. There's no way to save it if it breaks in half like that. What's going on? Something feels weird about... Oh, did you hear that? It's thunder. Sounds nice. I feel like all the stuff, my desk is like vibrating in my room. It's very nice. This ship is really weird because it's not going under. Why isn't it going under? It's, oh, I guess because all of these compartments aren't punctured yet. If I puncture this, maybe I won't puncture it. I won't puncture it just for you guys. We're gonna watch this thing sink manually about how ships actually work, and airtight compartments sort of actually don't burst at deeper levels of water. That'd be a really nice feature. There are so many features that I would love to see this game have added, but unfortunately, no one will like to pick up the game. I mean, I'd pay somebody to actually pick up, like, development of this game if they would become, like, a full-time developer. I'd work with them, and I would advertise this game, basically. I'm sort of already advertising the game, I guess, as is, because I play it a lot, and I just kind of say how awesome, and I always recommend you guys to get it, to get the ship pack and stuff. You know, I could put an ad fly on the download part, and I could raise money for development of the game. But, I mean, I don't know actually who I'd find to do that. I don't know where to get developers at. Look at that. It's going down like the Titanic almost, except I think the Titanic was actually moving forward at the time, and so it didn't point straight down. But it does look more like a battleship on its side. I'm kind of turning my head to the side right now. I'm using the microphone in reverse. I am facing it upside down because the microphone faces on its side because it's a Yeti. Here's me facing it the right way. This is how it's supposed to be. But I do it from the side. I feel cool. I feel kind of gangster, and I feel kind of classy for using a tripod while recording. Tripods are very useful, although they have almost tipped over on me before and broken stuff. Literally, the cord connected to the tripod actually saved the microphone. Yeah, that was luck. Some serious luck right there. It's a nice microphone. I really wouldn't want to bust it like that. Let's, oh, that was some really nice lightning. Let's rip this apart. Well, we'll just turn the strength down. It'll rip apart on its own. Will it? It should. What was that? Did you guys hear that? If the power goes out, like if this video, like, randomly ends for whatever reason, yeah, that's because the power went out. I think it might corrupt if I do that. Here, let me quickly save the recording and restart it. Okay, I feel better knowing that I at least probably saved some of the footage. This is broken in half. And this is going down. I also recently bought Mirror's Edge, so that should be up soon. I'm probably going to record the whole entire playthrough of it. I have it downloaded. Oh, wow. That is one determined rope. I will say that. Is this actually hooked to the ship? If this is hooked to the ship, like, that's ridiculous. Man, that I have no idea how that is still hanging on there. Let's highlight all the stress happening right now. Okay, not a real... Oh, that did snap. Okay. No real amounts of stress anywhere, actually. I'm gonna turn the strength down even... Oh, I'm gonna turn it down. Oh, that just broke on its own, actually, since I turned the strength down. It's actually starting to dubstep itself to death. That's very nice to know. Oh, yeah, it's dubstepping. This part normally dubsteps. Not dubstepping, though. That's kind of surprising. It's coming towards the ground. I will turn up the ocean depth, but I won't... Okay, I actually didn't mean to do that that time. I'm afraid to turn it up even more. Come on. Just gently. Okay, whoa. Oh, that was actually really, like, close. I was getting kind of scared there for a moment. Now, when this hits the ground, it should... sorry, this is taking forever. When it hits the ground, it should rip apart. But this is the last ship we have to show, so we're getting very close to the end of the episode, actually. This is, like, refusing to sink anymore. Here, let's fill this. There we go. And that'll give it a nice bit of water to play with. I just want to see this part hit the ground. Yeah, I don't know if this is how the Bismarck went down. No, they scuttled the ship. Yeah, that's right. It got hit by some bombs or some torpedoes. Sorry, there's a difference. Got hit by some torpedoes, and that's about... Oh, that all just went downhill. Okay, that's collided. The ship is literally just, like, destroying. Like, look at this. It is just... It cannot sustain the weight of itself on the ocean floor, so it is just ripping apart into many pieces. Hopefully it will stop at some point, although it is absolutely splitting in two right there. Yeah, that is starting to, it's starting to lean forward. It's going to smash some of these cannons. I somehow don't think that's good for the environment. Yeah, there goes that turret. That's going to just ram right into the ground and bust off because, ooh, that was some pretty lightning. I feel like some sort of, like, ADHD person when I do that. Sorry if I offend anybody who has ADHD, but, like, every time I see lightning, it, like, distracts me. There we go. That cannon is just... Ooh, that was loud. Busted beyond belief. Yeah, you guys definitely can hear that. That is finally broken after all of this time. This... Oh my gosh. This part of the ship is separated for whatever reason. Let's turn the buoyancy down, for the lulz. And, or no, let's turn it up. Let's turn the buoyancy up to 10. All of these compartments actually should bust open because they will try separating, and the strength is really on one, so it kind of just rips apart from the ship. Like, this almost ripped apart. And yeah, that is everything sunk. Hold on, I say that a bit too soon. Okay, so that is everything sunk. It is all going towards the bottom now. Well, we could just reload the ship and do some stuff for funsies with it. Yeah, I've actually used that word way too much this episode. We can turn the water pressure down, turn the strength up, turn the buoyancy to like 0. And we can basically do what the first thing I did with the Titanic was, and make it buoyant, and watch it as it flies up into the air like some sort of giant pancake, I guess you could say. And now it's just kind of structurally fail in places. I have this feeling that's what it's going to do. So amazing to look at, though. Ships sailing through the air. I just adore that. Now it's sort of coming back down, and it's starting to rip. Oh, that doesn't look good. That cable is like a massive whip. Look at that. It's what? Cha, sort of. And then, oh, gravity just sort of like, oh, that's not good. Oh, why? That looks like a structural problem. I don't know if I should use dubstep music on that or not, because I don't think I could be able to contain the amount that this ship is just about to sink like that. So, yeah, I guess that's all I have to say for this episode. You can always get the ship pack, you can get the game, all down in the description. There'll be links to all of that. I don't promise, but there's a good chance I will have it down there. I'm usually decent with that stuff. And so yeah, I'm just trying to find some stuff so like this goes back into the water. It's just like a waiting game. Water pressure back on 5. So yeah, all the ships are gonna sink. There's no way that they could go back up now. Oh man, the ship is kind of amazing. I'm kind of glad I designed it like the way it is. So yeah, thank you all for subscribing to me and for requesting more of this footage too, because I know a lot of you enjoy this game and you enjoy me building ships and playing it, and I enjoy the ships that you guys build for it too. You build some pretty amazing ships, which I don't see very common, and you suggest ideas to me which are actually pretty good and valuable. You give me ideas on what to build. Like last episode, you suggested me to build some military ships. So here I am with a Casablanca class and a Bismarck class ship, and I think they went pretty well. Right now I'm actually just destroying these things because that's the way I like to do it. It's sort of like my little rebellion against you guys. Some of you who say don't do this, I don't know. It's just so much fun to rip them apart like this. I love doing it. Oh, someone on my Steam is playing Melty Blood Actress again. That's a game? Okay, yeah, comment below if you see that. So, thank you guys for subscribing. If you enjoyed this episode, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time! Physics.